Happy Monday! Or is it Tuesday? I don't know. Doesn't matter. By the time I post this video on YouTube, it's probably going to be a Thursday anyways. Or a Saturday. Doesn't matter. Anyways, so, can snow removal companies be profitable in a mild winter? Let's talk about that for a second. There's a fair amount of stuff going on, guys. It's not really going on. There's a fair amount of trucks for sale, plow setups. And honestly, this is when, like, I kind of like these mild winters. It really separates the established snow removal companies and the fly-by-night or other companies that just aren't charging properly or doing things properly. You're gonna notice after mild winters, especially if not much snow happened, you're gonna notice a lot of trucks, a lot of plows, a lot of equipment for sale. The crazy thing is that it's already started. I think that there has been more complete plow trucks for sale this year, and winter's not even over. It's still February, early February. But I have seen more complete plow trucks for sale this year than any other year. Usually it kind of waits till the winter's over, and usually that's when people start cashing out and stuff like that. But cashing out isn't selling their trucks because there's no money in snow removal. Guys, I don't know if you've been noticing the same thing in where you are. Obviously, we're in the west coast of British Columbia, but I've got followers in New York. I've got followers, well, just all over North America for the most part. And I'm just curious if you guys are seeing the same things. Are you guys seeing a lot of trucks that are for sale right now and coming up for sale? And do you do the same thing, or do you believe the same thing as me with after mild winters? There's usually people that are liquidating or selling the trucks and getting out of the business, and it's an awesome time to buy stuff. The other thing to keep in mind with these milder winters is that oftentimes it is after these milder winters that a harsher winter will come. So I've been really banking on around an 8-year plan. What that 8-year plan has been is that 2016-17, I don't know for the East Coast, but for the West Coast, it was a doozy. I had only had my snow removal business for 3 years, so I was quite small at that time. And at the time, I was really not doing a lot in snow removal. I probably had 5 clients. And I think a salting night back then was bringing in about $1,000 a night. So what happened though that year was that we went out so much. We went out salting and plowing so much that we plowed and salted the equivalent from Vancouver, BC to Miami, Florida. It was a very harsh winter where we were out salting and plowing all the time. In that year, again, keep in mind that the salting route, every time we went out salting, was only $1,000. We only had one truck with 2 guys. And in that time, in that year actually, we brought in $100 grand. Now, me being a numbers guy, I quickly realized that if I can build my salting route to $10,000 a night, and I have another one of these winters, which happens every 8 years, by the way, roughly, then I'll have $1 million year. Now, to some of you guys that have very decently successful businesses, $1 million in a year is, you're just shrugging your shoulders and you're like, okay, whatever. And that's fine, because I honestly, like, I've pushed close to $1 million a year for my total gross sales for my whole business as well. The difference is that most people's profit margin in their line of work, a very successful business, is 10 to 20%. In snow removal, it is way higher than that. Now, I'm not going to get into the numbers of it, but if I have $1 million year, I mean, it would be an insanely profitable year, and it would be a game changer. the last 8 years, I've been waiting for this next big winter, and usually harsh winters come after mild winters. So is 2024, 2025 going to be the next big winter? I really don't know. But I have positioned myself to be as ready as possible for next year, to have a client list. I've already exceeded that $10,000 a night threshold for what I wanted to do for saltings. So now what I have to do is I have to really focus on, do I want to expand and grow it even more? Or do I want to be a little more conservative for next year and make sure that I don't overextend myself? Regardless what I do, I can tell you, you can bet there is going to be a lot of plows, salters, and plow trucks for sale this spring and summer. You can mark my word on that one. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, more importantly, share some of these videos, some of the ones that you find are a little better, that you can connect to a little bit better, or you learn from. And I really appreciate it. I hope you guys stay safe out there.